Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Patter Crafts, and today I will be coloring this image from the Greeting Farm. This is the Holiday Anya 5. I think she's super adorable and she's definitely making her way onto a Christmas card this year. So I am first stamping her out with a Copic friendly ink because I will be Copic coloring. I'm not exactly sure which one I'm using in this video. I do flip between the MFT Extreme Black and the Gina K Black Amalgam ink. They're both Copic friendly, work well, and I just kind of whatever happens to be within my grasp is what I use. So to start off, I'm going to be coloring her face in. I tend to do any of the skin tones first. It's kind of the way that I can kind of prevent my darker colors from bleeding into my lighter colors. Since she's going to be on a Christmas card, I'm sticking to traditional colors here. So we have reds and greens. I don't know if I show you the caps for all of the colors I use. So I do apologize if that's something that you're into, and I don't remember to do that. Sometimes I just get really into coloring them that I forget to do that, and I apologize. So once her face is all set, we are going to go ahead and color her little dress, which I wanted to be red. So in the areas where they have kind of lined, where maybe there's a pleat or a fold in the fabric, I used my darkest red color, which for me is R59. And then I'm kind of going just around and about the outside of those areas with my next, or my medium color, which would be the R29. And then I color the whole thing in with my lightest color, which it was on the screen, but I didn't catch which one it was. I think it was R35. That has been my favorite red combination for this year. So for her little scarf, I was imagining like this green, like striped scarf where the greens go from dark to light, like an ombre kind of look, and it just kind of repeats. So that's kind of where this scarf is going. It has a variety of different greens, and they are the regular green and yellow greens. Now for her shoes, I wanted them to look black, but I either have black, which is the 100. I don't have a dark gray. C5 is my darkest gray. So a lot of times, if I want a darker gray than the C5, I bring in my black marker and I just do a tip-to-tip technique. So I take my C5, I just hold it onto my black marker for just a moment or two, and then color with that. And as you saw with her boots, it did give a darker appearance. So it's a good way to fill in when your markers, you don't have something kind of in between. If you want to use a variety of different colors, like 2 or 3, or some people even use 4. I know on her hair, I used a lot of markers. I just wasn't getting the color that I wanted. In the end, I'm happy with it, but it still wasn't what I was thinking in my mind when I started to color her hair. Now for her hair, I'm thinking that is going to be a dark enough brown, but it's not. So I'm kind of feeling out, how dark do I want her hair to be, bringing in another brown marker. So what I did for what the areas I thought were going to be darker, I just kind of, again, follow the line of the image. Some stamp companies are great about kind of putting those guidelines in where it helps you figure out where you want it to maybe be a little darker if you're doing shading, and I kind of just follow that. I don't tend to follow having a light source. I find that for me, it's a lot of pressure and it makes coloring not quite as fun. So I don't tend to think about that right now. Maybe later in, further down the road in my crafting adventures, I can focus on that. But right now, I'm still learning to shade and color, and focusing on light sources just is too stressful. So here again, I'm doing that tip to tip technique. I couldn't find the right brown combination I wanted, but I felt like that tip to tip just kind of made those lighter areas a little bit darker so they weren't so drastic of a change. So finishing up here, I've got her all cut out. I used my scan and cut to cut her out. These images cut out really well. And then just adding some finishing touches. So thank you so very much for joining me today. If you'd like to see more from me, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.